Hello, my beautiful friends. Shane here from the Spirit of the Cosmos. Thank you for joining me today. And yes, the rumors are true. I am legally insane in 11 states, but not this one. So this video today, bad jokes aside, this video today is about really off the wall, really cool questions I get about extraterrestrials and spirituality. So I'm gonna kind of combine the two with 10 questions I get. I have hundreds of questions, of course, but I want to break it up into a video series maybe. But these are really cool questions. Y'all crack me up. I love all of you subscribers and fans and soul family. Y'all are just amazing to me. The amount of knowledge and wisdom you share with me and the sense of humor y'all have. Humor, baby. Without humor, oh, can you imagine living in a reality without humor? Nightmare. So wow, I got a trippy shade sun thing going on with my face, but here we go with 10 amazing and out there questions I get about ETs and spirituality. This one was cool. I got this one recently. The question was, Shane, how fast can a Pleiadian starship travel in interstellar space? And how about other civilizations? Wow, so you got to assume that the universe is completely flat. It is. Get a clue, scientist? It's perfectly flat. Why is it perfectly flat? Because it is created. So, with that, assuming the flatness of the universe, a Pleiadian starship, I have calculated it by listening to various channelings of Pleiadians talking about their technology, and I come up with about 60 to 65 light years an hour. That is hauling ass. Wow. Because like a light year is like 1 trillion miles. I don't know. I can't do that. That's too many numbers. Unless it was the Powerball. Then hook me up. I can do the math then. But imagine winning $1 trillion. Leave me a comment down below. If you won $1 trillion in the Powerball, would you buy a Pleiadian starship? I know I would. I would get the 6000 SUX. Leave me a comment down below if you know what movie that comes from. The 6000 SUX. Bad joke. Anyway. So wow, 60 to 65 light years an hour. That's just straight up hauling butt. Now, bigger ships, a little bit slower, smaller ships, a little bit faster. So the mother ships maybe a little bit slower, and smaller ships probably a lot faster, but you really probably would want to be within a mothership traveling trillions of miles through space. I would prefer to be on a mothership myself. Wow, and it's really breezy out here, so I apologize if the wind is bad in the microphone. So, let me cover that up. What about other civilizations? Well, Arcturians, their starship technology, I would assume, would be a lot more advanced. And through channelings and visions, I've seen that. They are nearly instantaneous throughout our galaxy. Now, intergalactic travel, there is a much greater delay and slowdown of speeds, because you can imagine between galaxies, I mean, it's just unfathomable distances. I love that word. It's fancy, unfathomable. Of course, I messed it up that time. Leave me a comment down below if you can say unfathomable. Anyway. I am very energetic today, as you can tell. I love talking about spirituality and ETs. And now let's move on to the angels. Wow. So in visions and channelings and asking, I have seen how angels travel around the universe. They use the halo. Their halo is a portal system that connects them anywhere in the universe. But also the halo can split an angel into billions of versions of themselves to be everywhere at once, to help many people at once. Archangel Michael's secret. He probably bought like the #1 primo halo you can get. So wow. And the reason for this, and why we're talking about it, is technology advances, and Arcturian tech, angelic technology, has advanced and evolved so much that it's become divine God tech, light tech. It's the technology involved here. It would be like godlike to us. So it's all about how long you've been around and how willing you are to advance. But moving on, number 2, this is a funny question. Shane, do you believe in the Big Bang Theory? Personally, I think it's bullcrap. That was the question. I love it. I would call it not bullcrap. I would probably use the word bullshit. I think that's a better fit. The Big Bang Theory overall is nonsense. Now, this is just what I know is truth and how I feel. Everyone's got their own spin on it, but I personally like Inflation Theory by Alan Guth. I've read a lot of his material, and his inflationary model explains things a lot better, where the universe suddenly inflates versus explodes out. It gets lost in the words and the mathematics, but I've always felt that the universe has already existed in all time periods. I don't think there was a beginning and an end, because that is a finite way of looking at things, and the universe is obviously infinite. So, also wrote Inflation Theory. I think a lot of the origins of the universe are beyond our comprehension at this time in our evolution, and the fact that a lot of our sciences and physics are very rigged and incorrect in their thinking and methods of proving things. I also, with the origins of the universe, I would expect something more complex than everything exploding out from a point of nothingness. I mean, just, it doesn't sit well with me. Everything explodes out from nothingness. That's all you can do. And then, of course, you have the horizon and flatness problems with the Big Bang Theory. The Big Bang Theory does not explain why the universe is so perfectly flat. The horizon principle, where if you continuously go, you'll eventually catch up back to yourself type of thing. None of that's explained with the Big Bang. And the Big Bang also doesn't explain why there is matter evenly spread across the observable universe, about 93 billion light years across either way. I think it's called the observable universe, or the Hubble bubble, whatever it's called. If you had an explosion of everything, you would have a lot of stuff over here and empty space over here. Explosion, physics, force, movement. But everything in the universe that we can see is very, very just patternized. Every area of the universe has about the same amount of matter, so just something to think about. I don't want to really get into it, because a lot of people probably are falling asleep, but anyway. Number 3, interesting question. What is the proof of God or a creator? I love this. The proof of the creator is creation all around us, and that you can keep simple. Unlike the Big Bang Theory, we're here. The I am, the consciousness, the know thyself, the way that we're self-aware and sentient is proof of a creator, because randomness, I don't think, could form into complexity like life is around the universe. And the universe is as vast with life as this forest and wheat field behind me. Life on life on life. Behind me in this wheat field, just over there, are thousands and thousands and thousands of insects, animals hiding, plant life variations, all sorts of things, and that's how the universe is. And I'm sorry, there's too much variety of life for randomness. So I don't believe that we come from nothing. I believe that the proof of the creator is creation. And also the I am. I am aware, I am alive, I am sentient, I feel. It's beautiful. So moving on to number 4. This question was funny. Shane, what the heck does E equals MC squared mean by Albert Einstein? And please explain it in layman's terms. You got it. I'm from the South, and there's one thing we're good at, is explaining things just straight to the point. E equals MC squared is Albert Einstein's formula to calculate the amount of energy in any given thing, or piece of matter, or person, whatever you want. E equals energy, the amount of joules in something. MC squared is mass times the speed of light squared. So in layman's terms, everything has a tremendous amount of energy in it. Take your body weight and times it by the speed of light squared. That is equal to the amount of joules of energy in your body. Each human being averages 2 to 3 hydrogen bombs worth of energy contained within their physical vessel. That's how 0-point technology works, the new energy standard coming out. They can take a cup of empty space, and it has so much energy within it, you can power the earth for a day. That stuff's coming, but I don't want to talk about that, because the world is not ready for that disclosure, and that's not my spiritual mission. So why do we need all that energy? When we activate in our next evolutionary step, when we activate those areas of the brain that have been dormant for so long, telepathy, psychic connection, oneness, empathy, sensing energies around you, all the fourth and fifth dimensional birthright talents that we have that are locked right now until we move up, till we have that quantum leap, all of that is a big energy. It requires a lot of energy, rather. Telepathy takes a lot of energy, much more so than talking. Psychic movement, telekinesis, any type of movement with mind, all that stuff's coming. And if you don't believe me, you're behind the times, because a lot of first world governments are studying this stuff like crazy. It's there. That takes a lot of energy to do that, and that's why we are literally walking powerhouses of energy. And Albert Einstein figured that out very early, and he's like, wow. And Albert Einstein really saw the connection of spirituality with science, and I give my kudos to him for that. Number 5. This is probably my favorite question, because it's going to open a lot of people's eyes. I'm gonna try to word it as best as I can, because I love to do just videos just shooting from the hip. Number 5, on a cosmic scale, how important is it to remain high vibe and positive and loving as much as possible? On a cosmic scale. On a cosmic scale, your higher self, your oversoul, the essence that is all of your lives and experience combined, is as infinite and expansive as the universe. When you are high vibe, loving, and positive, the universe that you are expands. Stars ignite and worlds are born. Life loves to serve itself. Life continues through love and expansion, raising positive vibes, loving vibes, movement of energy. When you are low vibe, negative, and down, your universe, your higher self, contracts. Worlds die and stars burn out. Please take that with very little concern over the overall picture. You are not meant to be a god or goddess or a higher self in your human form. You cannot save the universe in your human form, but in a way you can, by being nice, by being helpful and loving, and by not going out of your way to end life. Like you see a bug in your home, scoop it up and put it outside versus kill it. You save the universe. So please take all that just as esoteric, deep knowledge, because I don't want anyone thinking they're destroying the universe. No, we're here for a reason. We chose to be here, and this is part of an expansion process, an ascension of a planet. So please don't feel guilty. You don't want universal guilt. There's no need. But just keep in mind, on the cosmic grand scale of things, you are as infinite as the universe. You are every person, every situation, every emotion. You are love, light itself. You are infinity. So, number 6. I've been getting a lot of these questions lately. How do I stop the influence or harassment of negative or evil shadow beings? However, they use several adjectives to describe, but I get an overall negative, service to self, evil, dense beings. How do you protect yourself from that? The first golden rule is free will. You say no. No being can trick you or harass you or violate your free will if you say no. That was the whole point of the movie The Matrix, was Neo, which stands for one, N-E-O-O-N-E, standing up and saying no. And when he did, everything stopped. That is a hard concept for a lot of people to get. I understand that. I know that's hard. But if you say no, they ultimately cannot infringe that free will, but you have to be adamant about it. The second part of this question, I realize that a lot of negative beings are wolves with no teeth. They are illusionary, trickster type of energies that like to feed off of your fear and spikes of adrenaline that you get from being scared. It's sweet to them. It's like a treat. It's like me with Skittles. Oh, I love Skittles. Wow. Another proof of the creator, Skittles. And bikinis. I just had to go there. So, Another thing you can do. I like the beach, that's what I meant. If none of that is working for you, I do recommend you get several pieces of labradorite crystals. I placed them all around you in a circle. Find a beautiful spot like this place outside. Sit in your field of labradorite crystals and simply pray. Pray for help and meditate. Prayer or meditation, just thinking, getting lost in thought. There's no right or wrong way to do that, and it's power. Labradorite, especially in a circle field around your body, has a very potent, peaceful vibe about it. Labradorite is a calming stone. It is a spiritual 5D crystal that connects you to the unity and peace of all and oneness. Because in the astral and the higher realms, a lot of the nonsense we experience as human is just not there. It's very calm, very peaceful. It's serenity. You can bring that here with some magic. So, moving on, number 7, I like this one. How many souls exist within all of the universes of all of creation? Wow, let me count. 1. That's your answer. Moving on, number 8. Some of you will instantly get that, some of you might not. Leave me a comment down below if you get that. And if you want any other answer, there is none. It's one, it's uno. It is just one soul, one consciousness of all of creation. And each of us is that one. And all of us make the one. I love paradoxes. A lot of the answers of spirituality are in the paradoxes. Number 8, how did creation begin? How did our infinite, beautiful, expansive universe and creation begin? Well, this is what I believe is true. I believe the infinite creator thought of itself in a reflective state. Then it moved so that it could see itself, so that it could prove to itself that it existed. It created outside of itself. And when the infinite creator, source, spirit, mother, father, God, however you resonate with that, for blessed is the soul who seeks God in however way they choose. I believe that source and spirit, that mother, father, God, when it reflected all of itself out into creation and saw its reflective state, that it fell in love with self. Hence why there's so much push to fall in love with yourself. No one can love or hate you more than you. But I really believe that when Source saw its reflective state, it fell completely, truly in love. It loved how infinite and perfect it was, like each and every one of us. In trillions of ways, we are more beautiful than we could ever imagine. We are completely different from one another, yet all one. It's just magic. It's beautiful. Embrace that power. And I think after that, everything just went awesome. Just love spread throughout all of the universe. Wow. Whew. I can feel my brain frying. This is some deep stuff right here. Number 9, what is love and light? That's a good question. I did a video about that like 2 or 3 years ago. Pretty popular video, right when I was starting my channel. And yeah, if you go check it out, wow, I do look different. Wow, spirituality really makes you change for the better. Go check it out. It's like one of my first videos. I could do a description, I guess. I'll probably forget, but if not, it's called What is Love and Light from like 2018, something like that. Well, love is the binding element of the universe. Everything is bound by love. Everything is love. And light is the expansive nature of that. Light is the stage upon which we play. Light is the foundational energies of everything. The photon, the 5D photon, it builds everything in which love can operate. Light is the masculine, love is the feminine, if you need an answer to that. However, one cannot exist without the other. So I hope that clarifies that for a lot of people. You hear love and light all the time. What that essentially means is Mother, Father, God is with you and you, if you want. Love is the ingredient that allows life to love and serve itself. Love is why on planet Earth, humanity still continues. Despite how much we have gone through as a people, just think about our history. Think about how much we have suffered and gone through. And we're still here, and we're still going to ascend. That's love. And the light is the tools to do that, the expansive energy to do that, the connection, the coming together, and then it's all bound and wrapped up in love with a pretty beautiful bow on top. God, I love this stuff. And in number 10, I like this question a lot. This took me about an hour to decide what my answer would be. Which is stronger, the masculine or the feminine? Wow, okay. Well, neither one can exist without the other. But if you had to pick, it's the feminine energies. But keep this in mind. Without the masculine, the universe could exist, but it would be a very slow-growing and stagnant type of expansion, because the masculine energy is that light, that fire, that expansive, creative energy that fuels love. So you would have a feminine only type of energy in the universe, and while it could in theory function, it would never really expand very far, or if it did, it would take so long that I think the fundamental reason why we're alive would be lost, because that masculine is that life seed and energy that expands. However, you cannot have a universe with all masculine energy. It would quickly explode and incinerate out very quickly. That's just how it works. They work together. The masculine and feminine work together, and the most beautiful part about those energies is there's an infinite array of masculine energies and an infinite array of feminine energies, and they all just flow together. I love, another proof of the creator, since we're talking about masculine and feminine. Another proof that we come from a creator being that is all of us is there is someone for everyone. I love that. That is one of the most beautiful proofs of life itself. No matter who you are in this world, there is someone out there who will fall in love with you. And that makes my heart just leap. Let's get some love rose quartz out. Yeah, love, baby. There's nothing without it. So wow, leave me a comment down below. What do you think about this video? Would you like more videos like this? I got all these questions and stuff. I'm really excited to do it. You hear the crow? It's Odin's sign. It means I'm doing good, to sum it up. My Crowian is kind of rusty, but thank you, Mr. Crow. Thank you, Odin. Thank you for watching The Spirit of the Cosmos. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the love and support. I've been growing like crazy, getting donations, lots of subscribers. I appreciate all of you. You're beautiful. The love and light in me is a reflection of the love and light within each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.